Hello, mammals. Bob the Raptor here, and tonight I am with Joe. Hey, how y'all doing? And hey, Joe. I think we already have some mammals in here. Yeah, because you were taking forever to get set up. Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. It is later than I typically would like. Hey, TCG mammals, hello and welcome. Hey, TCG mammals. Hey, no, you can't stay, but hey, thank you for coming by. And I Chef Mammal, thank you for coming. Um, so cool going to the market. And Scratch Off Kings, thank you so much for coming. Oh, hi, Sock Mammal. So glad you're able to make it by. And Judy Mammal, thank you for coming. Oh, hi, Judy Mammal. And Dr. Taste Good Barbecue. Oh, hey, Dr. Taste Good Mammal, how you doing? So glad you're able to make it. And Brino Mammal, hello and welcome. Hi, Brino. And Lewis, hello, welcome. Thank you for coming. Yeah, this is cool. Oh yeah, usually Bob is like doing a lot better as far as like being on time. But he was like not paying attention to the clock. Yeah, that is true. So hey Brino, well, hey, drive safe. Oh yeah, Brino. Hey, appreciate you coming by. And Chris and Dave, hello and welcome. Oh, hi, Chris and Dave Mammal. And Jason, hello, welcome. Thank you for coming. Yeah, so we have some of our awesome like coins and stickers and stuff out tonight. Yeah, I feel bad that we can't get we need to have a room in our house dedicated to like all of like the coins and stickers and stuff we've gotten. But we try and like rotate them out, but yeah. Yeah, so like I said, Dr. Taste Good is in here. We got his logo going on. Bob's Adventures, our friend the Van Mammal, 2020 Scratchers, and our friends Scratching the Itch, and again many others. Scratch Off Kings, you're gonna have your own coin. That's gonna be awesome. Yeah, that'll be very cool. We should like definitely pick one up. Yeah, but like we definitely need to do like a room somehow. We need to figure that out. Yeah, among many things. So, but in any case, for tonight's live stream, I was pondering what we can do in 2021, and I wanted to talk about fun places here in Northeast Ohio and Greater Cleveland. Hey, weekend RVing mammals, hello and welcome. Hey, James and Millie, so glad you are able to make it by. Oh, yeah, for sure. So, in any case, just if you are visiting the area, hey, Annabelle Mammal, hello and welcome. Oh, hi, Annabelle Mammal and Billy Mammal. Hey, thank you for coming by. Yeah, so we were thinking like if you if you are in a position to visit Cleveland, either like now or like you said, after we are done with the mammal virus, there's actually a lot to see and do here. And these are things that I really want to like explore in more detail later. Yeah, now you said there's something about like a rock and roll hall of fame. Like, is that like a geology museum or a bread museum or something? Joe, seriously, you do not know what rock and roll is? I don't know, it's mammal music. Oh, I got you. It's a music museum. Yes. It is a music museum. One of the most awesome music museums around. It is here in Cleveland. Well, that actually sounds more interesting than a lot of the nerd stuff you want to do. You do not want to go to like the Cleveland Museum of Natural History. Not particularly, but music, that sounds cool. Hey, Disfinity Mammal, hello and welcome. Oh, hi, Disfinity Mammal. So glad you're able to make it by. So yeah, for those of y'all who are just coming in, we're talking about there are fun things to do here in Cleveland, and like I said, things that you know we hope to explore in more detail later on, like probably next year. Yeah, so yeah, the Cleveland Museum of Natural History is another really awesome place. Um, oh, and isn't there that science nerd museum? Yeah, it's right next to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Um, there is the Great Lakes Science Center, which talks about the Great Lakes and science and nature. Okay, yeah, that's less interesting. You're right, Billy Mammal. I want a museum, the Museum of Beer, Prey, and Cheese. Well, you know what? There actually is, like, again, under other circumstances, the Great Lakes Brewing Company. They are in downtown Cleveland. I know you like their beer prey, um, but I'm thinking, maybe over the course of next year we can we can do like a tour or something. I'd really like that. I mean, there's so much of the things we do. Um, Bob had really intended for us to do much more than just like drive-through food reviews. Yeah, don't get me wrong, like that is fun. Um, but like there are also just there's so much to do that is nearby. Like you said, Lake Erie is a beautiful place, beautiful resource for all of us. And but you know, hey, Jack Payne Mammal, so glad you're able to make it by. So you was in Cleveland once, and didn't get to do very much because you was working um, for the Aretha Franklin Mammal. So yeah, and that's something that's kind of challenging. Like if you're traveling for like business and stuff, because I know like a lot of mammals got to go travel, but like to do so to earn paper rectangles, and you can't just like go and explore stuff, or the mammals that's paying you the paper rectangles won't be too okay with that. Yeah, like I said, I would actually love to be able to do traveling, but even if we cannot travel, we can certainly highlight, what our our home has to offer. Well, you did a couple of videos like that. You did like Carillon Park in Dayton. This is true. There is where I used to live in Southwest Ohio. Again, this was years ago. This is one of my older videos. Long before Joe. Um, I went to Carillon Park, which is a replica of like historic buildings in Dayton, and they've like built replicas of them all in the same place. So there's like the Wright brothers, um, you know, bicycle shop where they built the first mammal flying machine. Oh, hi, Rhino Mammal. Thank you so much for coming by. Yeah. Again, with the mammal virus being what it is, we are not going to, we are not going to be able to do these things for now. But yeah, it is, it is definitely something that we want to do next year, for sure. Yeah, I think that's going to be fun. But as for this, most of you mammals probably are not as familiar with all of this stuff. But something that may be of more interest is what we have in mind for Monday's video. Oh yeah, so yeah, Bob was singing like the G.I. Joe theme. What was it, Bob? Oh yeah, G.I. Joe, real American hero. G.I. Joe was there, fighting for freedom wherever there's trouble over land and sea and air. G.I. Joe was there. And then I was thinking, land and sea and air. We should like have the, a burger, chicken, and fish sandwich. Yeah, and since Burger King has all of those things on their 2 for $5 menu, we are absolutely going to do that. So, Lewis Mammal, I do think we are, to the extent that Bob and I are going to be doing like presents or whatnot. Yeah, I think we might do something like that. That would definitely be fun. Yeah, we definitely have, we definitely have some things in mind. We will have like presents under our Christmas tree here. You can see it. So yeah, that is definitely going to be a thing. So, but yeah, right, you are Disfinity. Like I said, these all of these things here are things that our awesome friends have sent us, and this is actually just the tip here. Like you said, we have so many things. Even when we're doing a live stream, there's just like not enough room in our living room to display all this stuff. So, Van Mammal, hey, so glad you're able to make it by. Oh, hey, Bob's Adventures, so glad you're able to come. So, O'Brien Mammal saying we should totally call out Burger King on social media and tell them that we're going to make that. That ain't a bad idea. You know what? I think you are right on that, Joe. Get the get that going on. Oh, Judy Memel, you got the Jedi coin. I have the Falcon coin. That is actually, don't get me wrong, I love all of the Jedi Memels coins, but I am particularly fond of the Millennium Falcon. And also he has some other coins that are based on the construction of the second Death Star, and Yavin, and it's a trap, which, like you said, or it's not Yavin, it's specifically the Battle of Endor. But I was thinking it'd be cool if the Jedi Memel had. By the way, Jedi Memel is not a scratching channel, but he has a coin, that commemorates some Star Wars things. So yeah. Hey, Shelby Cray Cray Mammal, thank you so much for coming out. Hey, Shelby's Cray Cray Girl Mammal, thank you so much for coming. Really, really appreciate you you being able to make it out. So, yeah, that's gonna be fun. So, Jack Mammal saying G.I. Joe with Kung Fu grips, called the cops on me. And yeah, Joe, I do not think that we are going to be. You know what? We need to somehow, Jack Mammal, we need to get you into the members section, where I have my content, because I really do think this is tailor made for you, sir. Hey, scratching the itch mammals, hello and welcome. Oh, hi, itch mammals. So glad you're able to make it by. Um, we're by the way, our friends scratching the itch, their coin here, but they have the funnest live streams on Sunday night. Um, it's like 8 Eastern, 8 Central, 9 Eastern, something like that. I don't know. Sunday evenings, I look forward to it, but you know, definitely wanna check them out if y'all can. Yeah, the itch mammals are so much fun. Like he said, all of our friends, um, you know, all of you here who have taken the time to join us and have been so supportive. We really do appreciate each and every one of you. Um, yeah, Billy Mammal. Thank you so much. Yeah, if y'all don't mind, and if you're just coming in, do smash that claws up button. Definitely does help us out. So um, you know, Annabelle Mammal, what is an Amazon wish list? Oh, yeah. I always feel weird about that, Annabelle Mammal, and Amazon wish list. It seems like so presumptive. I feel like weird about, like, what would you want? But yeah, maybe that is something we could do in the near future. I do not know. Again, we are grateful and appreciative of the support, and I definitely like we have gotten a lot of support. Like you said, I do like the camera. We have a different camera angle now. I don't know if some of you have noticed in our videos, but like I can put a camera on my head, and you can see me like open stuff. From my point of view. That would be kind of fun. So um, yeah. And Rhino Mammal. Yeah. That is so important. Do stay safe. And yeah, have a great and hope everyone is doing well on this great weekend. Hey, I know Chris Mammal. Hello and welcome. Oh, I know Chris. Hey, how you doing there, my friend? I know Chris Mammal, by the way. Awesome mammal. Um, so glad you're able to make it tonight, sir. Yeah. Um, so but yeah, like I said, um come next year, probably, especially once the you know, like, again, we were hoping that, the mammal virus is going to be less of a factor, and also the weather is going to be less of a factor for doing things in Cleveland. I definitely am. I'm really looking forward to exploring some things, in downtown. You know what we are going to have to do, Bob? What's that, Joe? When Lake Erie freezes, I know it's going to be all cold and stuff, and I know you don't like to go out because you're afraid your little claws is going to get cold. But we definitely need to show these mammals what it looks like when Lake Erie freezes over. Yeah, that is very interesting. I mean, Lake Erie, it's it is, as far as water, as far as the eye can see. And they're not waves like the ocean is, just usually a flat calm. It almost looks like a river that has no bank. Um, but um, but yeah, sometimes, like, late in the winter, the lake freezes, so like it's ice as far as the eye can see. And again, right you are, Joe. It is not a fun time to be out. Hey, Laugh with Nicole Marie Mammal. Thank you so much for coming. Oh, Nicole Mammal, so glad you were able to make it by. So, now see, Billy Mammal, you're asking if we would ice fish. I would totally be down for ice fishing. Bob here, not so much. No, if I wanted fish prey, I would just assume, like, stay in my nice warm restaurant and get sushi sea prey. Well, yeah, but that ain't as fun. But, yeah. Oh, so Brano, you're saying the Dayton Flyers mammals, last, apparently they had their last game today. Oh, so that's interesting. So, hey, Food Fight Mammal, hello and welcome. Hi, Food Fight Mammal. So yeah, that was Annabelle Mammals, right? You look pretty ridiculous with that beer koozie referee thing that you got for Halloween. Well, hey, it is warm. Yeah, you know what? You go out to build a snow raptor, and that's that's unfortunate. Oh, so the Flyers mammal did not win the basketball mammals. Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. So yeah, like I said, I definitely, if I go out, I want to have something warm. So, hey, Polly Mammal, hello and welcome. Oh, hi, Polly Mammal. So, so yeah, sushi Cypre. I love Cypre. It is actually one of those things, there is actually a place here in Cleveland called Kintaro Sushi and Hot Pot. If you are speaking of a place to visit in Cleveland, it is actually just outside of Cleveland, like Parma, Brooklyn Heights. I think it is technically Brooklyn Heights, but yeah, like that is definitely a great place to go. Oh, so thank you so much for joining us, Polly Mammal. That's amazing. Yeah, we really hope you enjoy the content, and we appreciate having some fun conversation. Yeah, so Polly, most of y'all know this, but yeah, for you who are just coming in, we generally do our food reviews. We're talking about doing some other things, but we do our live streams every Thursday and Saturday at 7 p.m. We just like hanging out and talking with our friends. Wonderful, wonderful time. So, yeah. Hey, Okie Mammal, hello and welcome. Oh, hi, Okie Mammal. So glad you're able to make it by. By the way, our friend Okie ASMR Mammal, she has a really fun channel. Has like really tasty prey, but she don't talk none. And Bob and I think the reason why mammals do that ASMR stuff is because they don't want no bigger mammal or bigger predator to come and like take their prey, so that they're trying to just eat it all quiet and stuff, which is kind of legit. Oh, Animal Mammal, that is so nice. Thank you so much for that amazing super chat, and yes, that is amazing. We will definitely that is just wonderful. We thank you very much. Yeah, so our video, I ain't looking at the calendar none, but I don't know when whatever is closest to our normal live stream, or maybe we should just do a video of it. But I do think we should have a video where we open presents. So we're supposed to put our our presents under the Christmas tree. Yeah, like I said, Christmas is a special time of year. We listen to some fun music. Everybody is nice to each other. We it's just great. I really enjoy that. So, um, it's you know, it's just it means a lot to a lot of mammals. So, um, hey, Jack Mammal, thank you so much for coming by. Really appreciate it. Yeah, hey, Jack Mammal, thank you so much, and have a great weekend. Yeah, Jack Mammal's awesome. So, but anyway, um, yeah, Bob. By the way, you don't see it. We're gonna have an outtakes reel coming out soon, but Bob gets very easily distracted. Like I'm doing something, and he'll be like, "Oh, don't talk to me. I'm trying to work." It's actually kind of funny. I need to see if I can you know capture it. You know what? We I know we need to do outtakes reels, but come on, Joe. There is like a ton of work that goes into making a video. Like after we are done, you know, like eating the prey and stuff. And yes, there's shooting and whatnot, but then we have to edit it and whatnot. So, um, yeah, a fair amount of work. Oh, whatever, Bob. So, Polly Mammal, your uncle never you said never say hi to Jack Mammal at the airport. Oh, hi, Jack. Yeah. Because then you're gonna say like, hey, Jack Mammal, and oh wow, Billy Mammal, thank you so much. That is amazing. Thank you for that amazing super sticker. We really wow appreciate that beyond words. It really does help us out. Um, you know, um, obviously, um, there's certain things that we can do, and certain things that are you know, but it definitely helps us amazingly. So, um, hey, Lewis Mammal. So, your hatch day is December, um, December 13th. Oh yeah, well, happy Hatch Day, Lewis. Let's see, what's today? Today is like the like 8th or something. I do not remember. Um, but yeah, we get definitely gotta remember. And Okie, really, you have the same hatch day. Wow, that is so. December is the is the 13th. So yeah, happy early hatch day. And Judy, you're like, oh, today is only the 5th. Bob, I think sometimes you being having your face buried in a screen all the time, you forget to look up and see what date it is. Yeah, that is that is true. So, um, but yeah, 20 days till Christmas, right? You are Disfinity Mammal. Yeah. Um, well, and actually, Judy Mammal, like if I do not I am we are using my phone to film, and if I do not have my phone, I cannot check the calendar. um you know has it ever occurred to you, Bob, to have a paper calendar on the wall? That seems like so old fashioned. um yeah, but it also works. Remember the time, like, we was like, you was like looking for them eggnog shakes and couldn't find them, and you were just like flustered and like on your computer, and I just called a bunch of places and they didn't have none, and it's like, all right, well that answers that question. You don't have to look hard. You don't have to be combing stuff. Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, you know, there is a degree of simplicity in the approach. I think that is why, like, Joe and I, like, tend to work well together, because you're right. Like, sometimes I can get like caught up in things, and you know as the expression goes, not see the forest for the trees. Um, exactly, Bob. And that is kind of unfortunate. Um, you know, um, but but yeah. But anyway, I do think y'all are gonna like what we got, that sandwich. I'm just so looking forward to doing that GI Joe sandwich that the Bob coins the term. Yeah, and we're not gonna make it like be a challenge or anything. Just make a tasty sandwich. For mammals to enjoy. Also, like the name. I know you're thinking like, you know, that cartoon, but like GI Joe. I'm like Joe. So yeah, be like sandwich. Ooh, that is a good idea. We could make you look like like a military mammal. No, Bob, not cool. Them military mammals. I'm not. No don't want to try and disrespect them in any way by making me look like one. Wow, fair enough, Joe. So, um, rhino mammal, maybe you're right. If 2021, you know, is like as crazy as 2020 was, then maybe we will have to go back to doing things old school. So yeah. Um, oh, Doctor Tastegood, you're doing some fish prey. Um, that sounds nice. Oh, Doctor Tastegood, Memolin. I was just thinking about that. As we were doing the McRib, all the things we have learned from your videos about barbecue and whatnot. You know, um, it's like the McRib does like all of that wrong. Like, good meat does not need a ton of barbecue sauce, and maybe you want to, like, use it sparingly. It's like, nope, it is covered in sauce. Hey, Big Belly Bob Mammal, so glad you're able to make it by. Oh, hi, Big Belly Bob Mammal. Thank you so much for coming. Yeah, our friend Big Belly Bob does some amazing food challenges. So yeah. Bottom line is, like, if y'all are interested in doing like rib prey correctly, do check out like Dr. Taste Good Mammal, and for that matter, I know Chris does amazing rib prey too. Yeah, that is true. So Billy Mammal, you are having leftover prey for dinner. So like, hey, it depends on what you had before, but that could still be a very good thing. Well, for sure. But well, and yeah. Um yeah, no, like the McRib prey, like, I just was so interested to learn that it is not even like, not even actual rib meat. It is not even from the same region of the of the prey item. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I just don't get the hype from the McRib. Because, Bob, you talked it up. You're like, I want to have McRib prey because it's all fabulous and whatnot. And I've been eating this since I was a hatchling. And I'm looking at this and thinking, our barbecue friends could do like so much better. Like they could have like 10 beer prey items and make better prey than this. And the fact is, it ain't cheap neither. I mean, even the sandwich itself is something like, you know, it's something like 6 paper rectangles for the daggone sandwich. Yeah, and I think you are right. It is just like playing on nostalgia. I remember, like as a hatchling, that this was a rare seasonal treat, and oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, and it's like, yeah, the marketing memos at McDonald's are kind of geniuses for getting people and Raptors, on board with that. Um, but yeah, like I said, I mean, am I happy I tried it? Yeah. Would I maybe be interested in it if it was like 2 less paper rectangles, maybe? But you know, certainly not something I'd order again. I mean, the McDonald's MAMMALS, you could get something else from them, but I think you're right on it that you know that you could go to Burger King and get a lot more prey. Yeah. Oh, Brino Memel, you added some ghost pepper powder. That is interesting. I could I could I could totally go for some ghost pepper powder. Yeah, that's because you are a weirdo, Bob. You like prey that's so daggone hot and spicy. I don't need no spicy prey in my life. I mean, you know, as as you say, I don't need no SHUs. I just need me some ABV. That is true. Joe has like zero tolerance for like spicy stuff. It is kind of crazy, and I let's put it this way: even after like a couple of beer prey items, I definitely am not quite feeling like my normal self. And right you are, Judy Mammal. You could make any number of things for like the 6 paper rectangles that you would spend for a McRib sandwich just by itself. Yeah, like for example, you could like go to Burger King, and with the 2 for $5 on the Whopper prey items, you could get 2 Whopper prey items and still have enough paper rectangles left over for like an ice cream cone or something. Ice cream cone, Bob. Maybe that's all right in the summertime, but it's cold. Yeah, well, I used to be able to say that 1 paper rectangle was enough for a fountain drink, but that even that no longer applies. Annabelle Mammal, ABV means alcohol by volume. It's how you measure how strong beer prey is. So yeah. Ooh, Rhino Mammal. Chill Billy's Fritos on the bottom of the bowl, topped with cheese and sour cream. I just love cheese and sour cream. So, but oh, Annabelle Mammal. So sad you missed out on that. Yeah. And yeah, weekend RVing. So glad you are able to come. James and Millie Mammal. By the way, they have an awesome channel too. if you get a chance, check out our friends Weekend RVing number. Annabelle Mammal, the AB, like the proof is like, it's like half of the, yeah, exactly. Brono's got it. It's AB proof equals ABV times 2. Yeah, and I have not been doing as good at catching up with your lives because like my mornings have been just so busy. And for all of you, again, if any of you feel neglected, I do try really hard to keep up with our friends and the amazing content that all of you put out, and I am just I am just not able to sometimes. So, hey, Lowland Pound Mammal, thank you so much for coming by. Oh yeah, so glad you are able to make it by. So Lewis Mammal, hey, thank you for coming. And enjoy your movie, enjoy your Saturday. Yeah, so glad you're able to make it, Lewis. Really do appreciate that. So, yeah. Oh yeah, like I said, so we have our laptop here to monitor our stream. Which is nice. I have myself a drink here. Some just some tea. And Joe has, well, yeah, I got my cooler beer prey. Yeah, yeah. So and this is our living room here. Like I said, we have it decked out with our like with stickers and coins that our friends have sent us. Yeah, this is my Gattaca game. Usually I turn it on, like I said, when we're not streaming. Yeah, and I do really like our Christmas tree. So um, you know, um, yeah, we do have a lot of friends from so many different communities. You know, like I said, we have our friends that do lotto. We have our friends that do cooking and baking. We got our friends that do like RVing and travel. Um, yeah, it is really nice, that we do have friends from just all over the place. Um, like I said, it's just really wonderful. Yeah. Well, and our scratching friends have asked us why we do not scratch, and it is sometimes very difficult for us, like with our claws being the way they are, and also just the practicality of like filming for us. There are challenges that raptors have that mammals do not. You know, yeah, especially when you don't have 5 fingers, you um got like 3 fingers and don't got no thumbs. So yeah. But yeah, it's definitely fun. I do think you know having different content is always good. And of course, as I was saying earlier in the stream, I am really looking forward to like next year, like when the weather starts getting warmer, for Joe and I to start doing, more like travel, like at least destination Cleveland type videos, highlighting the things that, make our make our city, really great to visit. Um, yeah, like I said, this just ain't the year for them. Ain't the year for them videos. Yeah, yeah, I'm afraid not. But well, hey, Billy Mammal, thank you so much for coming. Yeah, Billy Memel, have a terrific weekend, and we will see you if nothing else on our next live on Thursday. Yeah, for sure. But yeah. Well, and that's one thing, Bob. As much as hard time as mammals give Cleveland, at least we don't have no problems with no like hurricanes or um, you know whatnot. Well, yeah, exactly. And best tasting prey is certainly a part of that. And it is unfortunate because I really wanted to do that like before, and like talk about like local prey items. And sadly, the YouTube algorithm just does not favor those at all. They generally just do not do well for us. So I definitely do want to do more local videos. So oh yeah, looking forward to it. For sure, Billy Mammal. Hey, Luke Mammal. Thank you so much for coming. Oh, Luke B. Grubbin, so glad you're able to make it by. Yeah. So. And it's true, Judy Mammal. It's just, I guess it's a function of what you're used to. It does get cold here. It is not like crazy cold like it gets some places, like you said, like further north. But we do get a fair amount of snow from the lake before it freezes. If the wind blows off the lake just right, we can get a fair amount of snow. And the worst part about lake effect snow is the weather mammals have a very hard time predicting it, because, a slight shift in the wind can make the difference between like 6 inches of snow and like no snow. Yeah, you know what? Rhino Mammal, you're on to something, sir. Like, do a sled video heading down, heading down to get some prey. I do not like to be out in the cold, Joe. Yeah, I forgot. You're a little indoor nerd raptor. Well, there's something to that, but um yeah. Um and yeah, getting like, oh, Annabelle Mammal like -10. That is bad. Now, Annabelle Mammal, you are in Iowa, if memory serves. Am I right on that? Yeah, like I said, um, it can be challenging. Rhino Mammal, yes. If if there are other coats my size, I will absolutely do that. Um, you know, well, it's just funny to see Bob all bundled up, because his poor little claws is cold. I mean, I was on my own in the metro parks, for a while before I met Bob, and then I ain't gonna lie, winter ain't fun, but I didn't have no like coat or nothing. I just had to like, you know, find shelter and whatnot and just survive. So, um, yeah, you would be adorable if you bundled up, Joe. No, I ain't gonna bundle up. Bob's the one who bundles up like a little weirdo. Ugh. Well, hey, like I said, I would rather like be warm and stuff. So, um, but yeah, um, you know, having having me be all like I would definitely prefer to have like, you know, a coat and a scarf and things to, you know. Yeah, I don't know about that. Well, and it is so hard to find like, you know, clothes in our size because just because like even they are our size, like raptors have a different body shape than mammals. It's like yes, we like, you know, like have a neck and arms and whatnot, but like, you know, relative to our, you know, bodies, like our necks are relatively, you know, like we're just shaped different. Yeah, that's true. I mean, and that is why the referee outfit actually ended up working out so very well for us. But you know, I guess I might wear a hoodie. You know, I could see that. Like if it gets like real cold, but Bob would be all like, you know, again bundled up tight, like you can just see his little raptor eyes like poking out of you know, and I'd be like, all right, you know, let's just go, you know, time to shovel the driveway, you know. Um, yeah, and that was impressive. When we got a foot of snow, you know, Cho like got out there and shoveled the driveway. I was very impressed. Yeah, see, I would totally, Judy, I would totally like, you know, wear socks and a sweater and you know, and a beanie too. Well, yeah, I mean, like you cover the back of your head anyway. And the problem with a lot of hats is like, you know, our eyes get in the way. Hey, New England Scratcher, hello and welcome. Oh, hey, NES Mammal. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by. Yeah, we really do appreciate that. Um, you know, hope you are having a particularly good having a particularly good week and whatnot. So so yeah, like this is another area where Joe and I are like probably about as opposite as you can get. You know, Joe does not necessarily mind it being cold. I am more inclined to be like bundled up or something. You know, Joe is like, you know, like, you know, no, I'm just gonna do it. You know, um, well, yeah, but so New England Scratcher Memo. Yeah, I hope you have gotten some paper rectangles on your scratching prey. Um, yeah, for sure. So yeah, New England Scratcher, you all got like 12 inches of snow, like we did. Like here in Cleveland, we got about 12 inches of snow on on Tuesday. That's why we like didn't do nothing. Um, you know, made for kind of a boring video. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, people seem to be interested. You know, people seem to be interested enough in it. But but yeah, like you know, and it's interesting. We got all that snow, and most of it has melted. You know, but you know, like winter is a long way from being over. Well, that's true. Well, remember last winter, Bob? Like we had like full on winter reach out and touch April 15th. Yeah, that is not fun. I don't know if it was quite April, but like end of March, it is not uncommon for us to still be getting like major major snow events. And right you are, Judy Mammal. I think everyone needs paper rectangles, like more paper rectangles. So Yeah, and winter does not officially begin until the 21st of this month. Well, I'm happy that like after the 21st, it starts getting more daylight. What I don't like is like like when it starts getting dark at like 4:45 in the it's like 4:45 in the afternoon and it's already like getting dark and stuff. Yeah, that is no fun. I would certainly not want to live in Alaska, or for that matter, any point north of where we are. I mean, but like if you can imagine, like having time, like when you're, where it does not get, it only gets daylight for a couple of hours or something. That would just, I just, I don't know. I would not like that. Um, yeah, I think that would be kind of a challenging. So, right, you are New England. Um, you know, uh, the um, the reality is, you just kind of, sometimes you just gotta hunker down. But oh, so Judy Mammal, you're saying it's in the 50s and 60s, and then dropped to 29. Oh man, see, if you're used to it being all warm and stuff, and it gets all cold, that ain't fun either. Um, yeah, Brino Mammal, I can well imagine that riding your bike is not going to be fun. More, as much from a light perspective or a thermal perspective. Oh, hey, I don't know if our friend Scratching the Itch is still in here, but I guess we'll have to ask them in their live stream if they ain't still in here. But I wonder what time the sun's going down there because they're in Minnesota, you know, which is like much further north than Ohio. I mean, probably it's going down like, you know, really, really early there. Yeah, like I said, um, I will be happy when with more daylight. Well, you know what, Bob? I think that if you were like on the equator, I think there ain't much difference in daylight. Wow, Joe, you are correct, and you are like reading stuff. That is like a very astute observation, and you are absolutely correct. Um, oh, so Annabelle Mammal, your son's going down there at about 4:30 there in Iowa. So yeah, um, that is like a full 15-20 minutes before it goes down here in Cleveland. Well, yeah, um, but it's like you know, at least you're able to like you know not be totally stopped by nighttime. This is true, but like it's been dark for hours, and you're like, yeah, oh, I'm tired. It's like it's like no, it's only 7 o'clock in the evening. Well, you go to bed like super early anyway. This is true. You also wake up stupidly early. Well, this is how I like get work done too. So, um, yeah, and I never really understood why daylight savings time like works the way it does. Like, but however that ends up playing out, it just seems odd, and it seems weird to like change the time. I mean, just keep it, one way or the other. Well, I don't disagree there. Because yeah. And you say it has nothing to do with farming mammals. Oh, it don't have nothing to do with them herbivores. Because I was like, herbivore mammals. Like when I had to like change change clocks and whatnot last time, I was like, every time I do that, I'm like, daggone herbivores, they gotta like, go get their plant prey and stuff, and then they're doing all this, and so I am curious, um, Annabelle, what the rationale is. Yeah, I guess like I still think it's I mean, what do you think? It doesn't make sense to change clocks at all, like in the present day, like to have daylight savings time to go back and forth. So, well, hey, New England mammal, thank you for coming by. Yeah, NES, we really do appreciate it. Do appreciate you, and have a great have a great day. Um, so Judy Mammal, um, 8 o'clock comes and you feel like, yeah, exactly. I mean, I definitely agree. Like, by like 8 o'clock, it's like, wow, it feels like it's like 10 or something. So Annabelle Mammal says wives would head when it started to get dark. So retailer, oh, so it has to do with like shopping and stuff. That's kind of interesting. So, yeah. And you know what? Once again, the battery in my phone is dying, so we are probably going to have to wrap it up here. But we do appreciate everybody. Thank you so much to everybody who has come, who has supported, who has super chatted. It does mean the world to us. Again, interacting with you mammals, that is the that is one of our favorite parts of YouTube. So, but we are going to wrap it up. Van Memmel, do not necessarily have Christmas pray that we do every year, but maybe that is a tradition we can start, and maybe a conversation for the next live stream, Bob. Yeah, we will have to ponder that. Anyway, thank you all for coming. Hope you have a great night. We will be live premiering our Land, Sea, and Air sandwich, our G.I. Joe sandwich at 7 p.m. Eastern on Monday, and we will be live again on Thursday. For those of you who are members, Joe will be live Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. All right, so thank y'all for watching and have a great day.